Hello everybody, my name is Mr. William and welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for clicking on this one. Today we're back with some more Black Ops Zombies on the map 9. And I was watching some Twitch last night before I was going to bed because I had a very early flight to get home in the morning. And I saw that someone unlocked a Scorpion wonder weapon on this map. And I was like, no one's posted a video of this yet. I'm going to get home as soon as I can, make a video on this, find out how you can do it. And then it took my Xbox 7 hours to install the game. So I'm probably going to be a little bit late on uploading this. But nonetheless, this is a Scorpion wonder weapon called the Death of Orion. And it's absolutely amazing. If you've not already seen my first attempt of Voyage of Despair, please check that out. And without further ado, let's get on to how you do this kind of Easter egg tutorial on how to get a weapon. It's awesome. So first of all, when you spawn in the map 9, you're going to want to go to one of the banners on the side of the Colosseum. And what this does, it starts off some challenges for you. And for this tutorial, you need to build the acid trap. And one of the main parts for the acid trap you get from doing these challenges. Now these challenges are usually pretty easy, something like getting headshots or knife kills or getting kills with your special ability. And you should be able to get this done pretty easily. So once you've completed about 3 or 4 of the challenges, I think, you unlock a Pack-a-Punch pistol, and at the same time as this, a cauldron spawns right in the middle of the Colosseum, and you want to pick that bad boy up. So that's one part for the acid trap. But whilst you're doing this, you might want to also activate the Pack-a-Punch, because you need to do that for the next steps to actually work. So if you don't know how the Pack-a-Punch works on 9, I'll briefly explain it. So there's 4 temples in each 4 corners of the map. You can go to each of the 4 temples, smash the gong, and then it summons a challenger. You defeat that challenger, and then you can pick up their head. And then you go down to the temple right at the bottom of the map. You put all the heads on the spears around the Pack-a-Punch machine, and the Pack-a-Punch machine just kind of appears out of nowhere. It's a pretty awesome way to get a Pack-a-Punch. So you've unlocked the Pack-a-Punch, but what now, Will? In the same room where the Pack-a-Punch is in the temple, you're going to find the last 2 parts for the acid trap that you need. So if you go on the outskirts of the circle and kind of run around to the right, you'll eventually get to 2 doorways, and by these 2 doorways there'll be 2 parts, and then when you pick these 2 things up, you'll have enough to get the acid trap. So if you go on your way up from the temple to the Colosseum via the Dunya temple entrance, or if you get lost, just go to the top and then go back down, because that's what I did. And in one of the doorways, there'll be some fires. If you shoot one of the fires, then it'll fall on the floor. And I did this pretty quickly, so I'll slow it down. And the fire will spread on the floor into the next part that you're going to find. So then from here, if you head all the way up into the Danu altar room and go across the bridge in between the 2 temples, and you look towards the Colosseum, on the floor, there'll be a fire arrow where the fire has spread, pointing to one of the 4 temples. Now, in my game, I tried this twice, and both times it pointed to the Zeus temple, but it can point to any one of the 4 temples. And what you're looking for is a stone head. So no matter which temple it goes to, if you head to the temple and then head downstairs, there'll be kind of like an altar, or in the Zeus temple, it's a bloodbath, but there'll be an ornament for each respective temple. So for my Zeus temple, it's in the basement bath area in the corner, under some curtains kind of in the blood bit. In the Danu one, it's also at the bottom of the floor, around the water area. In Odin, it's next to the big large pot. And in the Ra temple, it's behind one of the flaming bowls in the corner. If you spend like 30 seconds or so, you'll probably find it. So if you're on Xbox, press select and it comes up with the menu and you can see whether you've got the stone head or not. Then once you've got the stone head, if you head outside the Temple of Ra, you can then build the acid trap on the wall. Once that's built, you can put the stone head on the floor just by pressing square or X, and then activate the acid trap and it pours acid on the stone head, and then after that's stopped you can go back and it reveals a Scorpion key. So this next part is a bit that actually took me a while to kind of figure out what you had to do. So what you have to do is you have to go back up to the main Colosseum area, and you see the kind of green thumbs up that you get in the bottom left. You have to get that. So it's all the way thumbs up and glowing, and then after a while, someone from the crowd throws in like a golden vase that you need for the next part. So it's the crowd's reaction to you in the Colosseum. So what you have to do basically is you have to kill a lot of zombies, use your special abilities, and the one thing that helped me a lot is don't get hit, and it goes up a lot. I was getting hit and I was still killing a lot of zombies. I was like, why is this not working? But don't get hit. It took me like 2 rounds or so, and then watch out for a golden pot that they throw down and pick that bad boy up.
An empty jar is useless, even from a goddess. We need to fill it with something. My fingers remain crossed for Vino.
So now you've got the golden pot and the skeleton key. head down into the dunya tower underneath, and on the kind of green tree on the right there's a little hole. Now you want to go up to this hole and press X or square again, but for me it wasn't working for whatever reason, so if you knife it then it places the skeleton key in, and then look at the floor, press X or square again, and that places the golden pot on the floor, and it starts to pour out some kind of poison juice. So if you've got one zombie left, you can just kill the last zombie and then it starts a new round and you can collect the pot up. If you've not, then finish another round, go back, collect the pot up, and you've got yourself a mug of poison. Now we're down to the last step. Go down to the Pack-a-Punch, wherever that is, and you want to go slightly to the left or the right of the Pack-a-Punch so you don't buy it yourself. And then press square or X and you will poison the Pack-a-Punch. Then of course you have to buy it, and it will give you the Scorpion Wonder Weapon, the Death of Orion. And it is sick. So at first I was just doing like single shots and I was like, I mean this is cool but it's not really that effective. But then eventually I Pack-a-Punched it and then I went back up to the Coliseum, did some training, some rounds, and if you hold down the right trigger, it builds up the charge and then you shoot it at zombies and it acts kind of almost like a Wonder Waff from one of the previous Zombies games. And it's pretty sick. Unfortunately, you can't just get it from the box, you have to go through this complicated Easter egg, but it's kind of worth it, and it looks really, really cool. So I did end up doing it in custom mutations. I tried to do it for my first time in an actual normal game of zombies. I might be able to do it now, I've done it once before. I got pretty far, but then the last bit, I downed. It took me way too long in the rounds, whereas in custom mutations, it's a little bit easier. But thank you so much for watching this. Dudes, if you have enjoyed, make sure you hit the like button down below. Send this to your friends and you can all hop in zombies and get this together. Subscribe for more. I'll see you all on my next video. Adios.